Hello everybody and welcome again to my channel. So today we're gonna go ahead and be playing my Amassive Army Dimir deck that I made. Interesting thing is it has one Throne of Eldraine card, just Tyrants, or sorry, no, drawn on the Loch. Most of these cards otherwise are, oh, Murderous Rider 2. Is this Throne of Eldraine? No, Murderous Rider is not Throne of Eldraine. Anyways, neither is Drawn to the Loch then. I thought it did. Maybe I don't have any cards at all from Throne of Eldraine. But regardless, this is a good deck in Standard right now. It's been winning me a few games. The goal is to just draw early, amass your army, and then use your army lords to buff Liliana and her zombie tokens. So let's go ahead and see if we can't get some good games going. It does really good against like mid-rangey aggro slash mid-rangey decks. Not super good against the like super late game control, but if they can't deal with your Liliana, you can stop them from getting to super late game. This is a pretty nice hand. I have a Dimir Guildgate, which isn't great. I just put these in the deck to get some extra mana fixing. Pretty sure I only put 2. I might want to end up cutting them for just basic lands though, because like in a case like this, they're not going to do anything. I'll keep this. It's time for me. 1 mana, 1/1 lifelink. Yeah, so I'm going to start with the Guildgate tapped, because it was either going to be that or the Watery Gate Rave not tapped for the opt. I don't really think opt is worth shocking myself. At least right now, when I don't have a turn 2 play anyways. It could have drawn me into one, but the only turn 2 play I have is a Lazotep Reaver. So I'm going to go ahead and just pass along, opt at the end of his turn, see what we get. This Commence the Endgame could be pretty good if I still have a nice full hand by the time I get there. This is actually, that's a nice card to put into like the Orzhov life gain deck. I completely forgot to opt. This is not good. But I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm just going to go ahead and instead get this guy out. I can get a second one out soon if I have to. Hopefully I draw a land. Yeah, okay, so he's playing some sort of life gain deck. He hasn't drawn into either of the Ajani's that tend to make that deck work, but it is interesting. Alright. Let's go ahead and... I might have wanted to hold that for a opt, but I think I'd rather Aven Eternal and get another 2/2 out than hold my mana for the opt. Heliod. Makes your devotion to when you regain a +1/+1 counter. Ah, so that's what he's trying to do. Okay. Well, so anytime he does anything, he's gonna get to +1/+1 counter his things. So I now have open mana left to like whenever white creature control attacks, you gain 1 life. That's all his mana, so I'm gonna go ahead and not let that happen. So the Impassioned Orator is also not gonna get that proc. He'll still get 1 proc from the Alseed. Alright, but he's not gonna actually do that, so that's fine. I already sorted that with the Surveil, but I will take it. Okay. Didn't want to. But that's fine. Let's see, I can swing in for a lot, or I can amass a bunch. Let's actually do this. So I'll kill his lifelinker, force him to either lose his dude or take 6. So what that lets me do is it lets me get lethal next turn with Eternal Skylord, because he won't be able to block the token. He'll be able to gain some life probably, because he's a life gain deck, but I don't think he'll be able to gain 12. Okay, so there's that. So it's a 4/4. cool. I can also just, I guess, enter the God Eternals that. So he's definitely losing his Impassioned Orator. That's not even a question. Because he literally can't take 10. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I'll play this island just to get it out there so that I can Liliana next turn. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Hopefully he does something. That would be nice. Alrighty, so that's one win for this deck. Let's keep on going. Woo, more gold. I have a mastery thing. Oh, they're doing this thing. I did not know that. Alright, anyways. I'll come back to that later. If you play through 3, returns without seeing your time, refuse. Get a 30-second extension for a future. Nice. Alrighty. Liliana versus Chandra. What a battle for the ages. Hopefully, I didn't just disconnect. That would be nice, huh? Maybe... Oh, there we go. Alright. He gets to pick first too. But let's go ahead and I'll keep this because I can Lazotep and drown in the Loch if I gotta. And I'll start with a swamp, or an island, sorry. And let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and hold off, because playing the extra 1/1 that gives one of my things +1/+1 is not super great when he has nothing on the board anyways. I think I'd rather stop him from getting his first threat on the board. Yep, so I'll go ahead and Sinister Sabotage you. And he doesn't have any mana open to counter. Do I want the bird? Sure, bird is fine. I can enter this tapped. So let's see. He has 2 things in his graveyard. So Drown in the Loch's not going to do that much. But I'll go ahead and do that. So Drown in the Loch gets better the longer the game goes on because they'll have more stuff in their graveyard. So you'll be able to counter a lot more things. If he ends up playing something that costs 2 or less, I'll feel bad. Has all abilities and has base power toughness 1. Okay. I'm fine with that. So now I can do this. I'm going to attack still. And then if he does end up playing something with 2 or less, I can Drown in the Loch it. And I also have already a really good target for... So this thing's going to lose Death Touch, huh? How about nah? I would like my tokens to continue to have Death Touch. Alright, so he's going to do it again. That is fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and swing with everything. And then play a Liliana. Get a zombie. And then from here on out, I have enough land to play everything in my deck, so I'm just going to hold this. So if I get a radical idea, I can jumpstart it with it. If I... Ooh, okay. Well, yep, so good game. Goodbye. Enter the God Eternals is one of my favorite cards. So... Cool. Let's keep on rolling. Alright, welcome back. So, I got busy during that last game of that last session, and also since then I've climbed a little bit with a few different decks. I've been playing my artifacts Bears Eat Beats, which I'll make a video on soon. But I want to get at least 1, maybe 2 more games on with this deck before I go ahead and end off this video. So let's go ahead and get 1 more. Let's see what we get. Cool. Nissa. Oh wow, this is a lot of draw. Keep. Because then if I can Watery Grave tapped, and then next turn I can double opt if I want to. Oh, he has a Scry land. Temple of Milady. I can also play the Reaver right now. I think double opting is a little bit better than having a Reaver out, especially when he's not going to be able to do anything. So I had to stop in his end step. I wonder if he has a 1 mana play. I'm pretty sure Paradise Druid is 2 mana, but okay, let's opt first. Resolve. I don't need that, so I'm not gonna... I will need it eventually, but see, now I definitely don't need any more lands. Let's go ahead and toss both of those to the bottom. I got a radical idea. So let's island. Having an Aven Eternal might be better, or I can Sinister Sabotage him. I'm gonna get this out, I guess. And I'll try to save a Sinister Sabotage for one of his later turns. He's only gonna be able to play a 2 mana. Yeah, okay. He can block with that. Use it as like a wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and just attack with this thing for now. And then I can Radical Idea or Sinister Sabotage. I can also Radical Idea twice, get rid of one of my islands. Because I only need 6 land, and I don't need it immediately because I don't have a Liliana or a Commence the Endgame in my hand right now. Golden Owl. So if he puts down a land, has a 5 mana play, then I can Sinister Sabotage it. Yeah. I definitely don't want a Risen Reef on the field, so... I'll have enough mana to cast that eventually, so I think I want it. It makes my next turn very easy as well. I'm just going to play the Lazotep and then hold mana for the Radical Idea. So I'll do that. If I was able to amass him 1 more time, I'd be able to attack. And hopefully he'd block with his Leafkin, but maybe not. So, Growth Spiral is perfectly fine. I'm going to draw a card of my own. Alright, John in the Loch. This would be a good card to discard. Because he doesn't have a lot of stuff in his graveyard at the moment. Okay. Is this an instant? This is an instant. I think I should do it before his turn. Or I mean like on my turn, instead of using it as an instant. So that I can get the extra amass on the field. And then I'll attack with these ones. So he'll have to lose his Leafkin or take 6. Which means I do have lethal on board next turn. I can cast these to get rid of creatures. As long as he... So I can definitely draw in the Loch one of his Leafkins. And then I can Murderous Rider whatever else he plays. There's a Thassa, but she's not a creature, so I win. Oh, never mind. That thing. Oh, well, no, I still win because he tapped all of his stuff. So let's go ahead and Murderous Rider his thing. And then attack with all. Cool. Let's see how close I am. Alright. Yeah, so I mean that was the deck. You saw 3 really good games with it. once again, just to go over the strategy, and I mean, it's a pretty cheap deck to make too. It has 3 Lilianas, which are the most expensive cards, but even after that, most of it is uncommons, commons, and then there's the rares in Enter the God Eternals, Commence the Endgame, and Murderous Rider. But you don't necessarily need all of those. Like, Commence the Endgame is a card I was thinking about cutting just for more early draw instead, or maybe some more of these uncommon Amass Lords. But if you want to, or even you can cut the Dimir Guild Gate too. I'd probably do that. But yeah, so I'll leave the deck list in the description. Thank you for watching the video, and have a great day. See you out there.